Hi, welcome back. Hi, this is Joanna, the Early Morning Ascension Show. Thank you, I rainbow you. I wanted to say thank you for all of my clients that purchased the seasonal special for card readings, and we're going to continue that for the holiday season. I'm going to offer another week, the week before Christmas, and I don't know what that day is, the week before Christmas, the Sunday. I will open it for 1 week for all of those that wanted to get their offers and their orders in first. We're going to change it a little though. As always, I rarely go in under the time, never. I never have I ever gone under a time on a reading in all of the years that I've been doing this. For 15 years. Never gone under. It's always been over. Brevity is not my thing. And so we're going to do 40. We're going to do 444. 40 minutes, $40 US, 4 cards. And we're going to focus on any soul blocks that you have because we want to make sure that we are leveling up for this beautiful seasonal experience and all of these new energies that are coming in. And have been coming in and are presenting themselves to us for us to unpack and get used to harmonizing with those great vibrations and harmonizing into the new soul version of who we are, and allowing our old personality constructs, which are based on the psyche wounds and the lineage and the familial and the dogma and all the social constructs that we've been breaking away and chipping away and shaking upside down with the upside down effect, and living from this beautiful center space of who we are as divine beings of light. And then we're going to assist in every day asking and behaving and living in the vibration of our new divine experience, that quasi experience of who we are becoming as all quantum, all light, the embodiment of light, and being gentle and loving and compassionate with yourselves on this beautiful expansive journey, because we are moving through so many energies that present themselves to us every day for us to honor and acknowledge and know that it's a part of the source creator experience. And as you're releasing all of the energies and the stories within you, you get to allow yourself to become more gracious and loving and forgiving and compassionate of yourself, because all of those stories are being uplifted from the deepest, darkest places. And that why it's so important to maintain honor of your multidimensional bodies, calling in your light so that you're not feeling scattered by all of the energy juxtapositions. Really, they're like threads of energies that just keep pulling on you. And as you become more accelerated in your light, your potentiation of how you not only manifest light, manifest new experiences through light, understand through your interpretation of light, what does that unpacking mean? If you're unpacking a particle of a download that your teams have offered you or your teams are preparing you for, what does that mean? What does it feel like? How can you see it from the many angles? How can you feel into it in the many angles that you can and do and will? And allowing yourself to also reinterpret and reintroduce a new way for your bodies and your fields to live within that leveling up experience. Because remember, we are constantly in evolution to harmonize that greater light that we're calling in. And how do we harmonize and we integrate the new bodies that we're creating of that light? So we'll need to care for our bodies in new ways to maintain and sustain the acceleration of the light. And why it's really important to have that daily self-care process, which we've offered on an infinite and all of our shows the past couple of years, as my teams on the Councils of Light, thank you Councils of Light, showed me that it is our intention to constantly feel ourselves as the light being, as the representation of the heavens, that are each unique experiences of what we have been threaded with and sewn within as the aspects of that very special purpose and destiny. And we say purpose outside of what we know to be work or a job, but that through which we create through the exploration of who we are as spirit, and that through which we create in the being of spirit, we call in those greater experiences of exponential experience potential. So there's always these, they're just showing me little packets of gifts that are being placed everywhere and anywhere that one can, thank you Holy Spirit, for us to tap into and become harmonized with. And whether it is through meeting someone, whether it is through an experience on a sacred land, or whether it's on a journey that you take, there will always be those packets of experience for you to harmonize as a part of Spirit's gift for you, for you're always meant to receive. And this is where many of our collective experiences are going through much change and transition, because the multidimensional experiences that we've been moving through on a 3D earth have been very egocentric and very one-sided. And so many of us that are here to not only heal and transcend human collective socio-economic systems to transform into socio-altruistic systems, each and every one of you play a part. And as you call up those energies or are presented with an infinite number of energies throughout your day, just to surrender what no longer serves you and open up into the receiving and the blessing of all that you're meant to. And that is the beauty and the joy of living a rich spiritually life. We say spiritually rich life in that you are constantly energizing new codes, new experiences as spirit, because we're becoming less and less matter, less and less dense. And so too is your reality. And why many of you experienced, as I have the past little, I don't know, suppose month, a really transitioning of no time space, where I don't know how to explain that. Okay, so what they're showing me is, I don't know how to explain this. It's like the culmination of realities of past, present, and future. Culmination of realities are coming together in the one now moment. And so why your consciousness, your level of consciousness can only process and integrate the level of awareness that you have allowed yourself to move into, and why that desire within you and the awakening process within you to seek and to expand, to learn new things, to grow and be of new energies and new environments and new experiences, so that you're constantly stimulating and being the catalyst for all of the harmonization that is releasing the stories of the old and allowing the new energies to harmonize from the past, present, and future, as if it's a now coalescing, a now coalescing of all stories, so that you are, and what they're showing me is the coalescing is the acceptance of your allness, past, present, and future. And so why we must always allow ourselves that grace and gentleness and compassion to always accept the past and honor the past and value the past and give compassion to it. Because that now moment is allowing you that now bedding, that platform you stand on has just been expanded because you've allowed it to be, instead of constantly being in resistance through regret or remorse or blame or shame. So those are just the judgments that all have access to, because they're all within the 3D realms and the programs that we've all played within. But those judgments for each and every one of us to release, because that is our commonality. We've all come from suppressed programs. We have all come from errors of damage and pain and suffering and suffrage. We have all been abused and used and taken from. We have all had the commonality of limitation and fear and greed. Every single one of us, without question. And so the more that we see into the commonality of the past, present, and future, and open up to the forgiveness and the love and the compassion, that is the bedding through which you're allowing the harmonization of your new now to open up into that grander scheme of light. So they're showing me that micro, macro. This particle that is the activation of the most light within your DNA is your allowance and your acceptance to know that all aspects of your now moment is a constant reorganization of love and flow and acceptance, if you so choose. So the more that you live in the now of love and flow and acceptance, you're allowing that DNA potentiation, which is, they said earlier, the potential and the expanded and the exponential offering of light is always available to you, always and forever. But we always constantly are allowing ourselves to break the stories, the vibrational stories, getting up every day, continuing the same routines, keep you in that continual experience. The only reason why that you experience the house that you do in the same way that you do, and the friends that you do, and the same people coming to you, is because you said that's your routine. However, you don't need to. You can set the intention before you go to bed to say that my body will be different. My body will be of greater light. My room will be of greater light. My walls will be different. My house will be different. The landscapes of the neighborhood will be different. You're constantly shifting realities. So if you know that and you are this, then all realities just can kind of weave in and out of love and acceptance and power. As hard as it is sometimes, because many of us have been very, very hurt and wounded. Taking on even the woundings of others, because we are empaths and crystals and, seers and visionaries. And nothing escapes us. Nothing escapes us. And sometimes the wounding happens because you allow yourself to give that trust away to those that, have offered and intended to be of your highest and best interest, and taken that that offering and that treasured heart space that you've offered and taken advantage of it, and through which the lessons of life are learned, and those harmonizations of those now moments when you feel sad and you feel that level of regret for yourself of giving those energies to others that didn't deserve your light and your trust and your heart and your sacredness. Those are those forgiving moments that must be all harmonized in now, because you're calling in that new potential through which that same experience, same being, if you will, is going to be brought back around in the infinity flow of co-creation for your guides and their guides and all of humanity to come and weave those new experiences so that you can create a new experience through which those errors and those wounds can be healed through forgiveness and new co-creative threads. Thank you, Spirit. There's a lot of energy just flowing through me. I want to see if they're just showing me different things. Did I miss that one? Spirit, you showed me something just a minute ago with those threads and the infinity. We are offering you pockets of reconciliation on many levels. The reconciliation that most of your collective misunderstands. Reconciliations are aspects of your soul, and your soul chooses at a soul level to grow into the higher mastery that you so choose. And reconciliation is that infinite experience. So they're showing me the now spiral. The now spiral. They're showing the now spiral. So your soul, this is your soul, the infinite threads of your soul, the masters, the angels, the archangels, celestials, Arcturians, Syrian, Pleiadians, every body, every form that you ever had, female bodies, male bodies, powerful, powerless, any body and any form that you've had as a soul, will always say, what is the lesson that the soul is moving through right now? For this next segment, say 3 months in time, if you will, as we're losing time space, your soul will want to work on this, this, and this as a soul growth experience for you to speak in your truth, for you to practice self-love, for you to practice self-compassion, we'll just say, perhaps. And so in this now spiral of experiences, all these timelines are coming to thread up to this new powerful now. Your soul says this, this, and this will be triggered. And in the infinity of now, your soul will want to bring that energy back around so that you can choose to use your new mastery level of exploration or expression or gifting of yourself the new now, that I can live in my light. I can live in my truth without being pulled and tangled and ripped apart by the energies of outside experiences. Because remember, we are the effectors and we are the co-creators of the environment. The environment doesn't do that to us. And we've been brought up completely backwards as to thinking that, I remember reading in the very first science text that we are the co-creations and we become assimilated to our environment. And so if we just believe that and hand over that power to environments, especially those that are dysfunctional and toxic, then that is the energies that we swim within. And therefore the stagnancy always occurs and the evolution cannot be through the light that is wanting and honoring to be within your environment and your vibration, because you're just constantly living from beliefs from old experiences. So now you can release those stagnant stories, you can release those operative programs, and you're absolutely living a new reality right now. Right now is new. All vibrational stories are done, gone. So right now, how can you choose to live from the highest place of who you are in the spiral of now and say, bring that situation back again so I can live it from the highest place, that there is no vibrational story. The only vibrational story is oneness. And these are my boundaries and these are my guidelines and these are the rules of engagement, because I've mastered how I navigate energy. And I know that I can see it as an all, I can see it as a one, but I know that in this now moment, I won't be taken advantage of. In this now moment, I know how to read energy. In this now moment, I understand how to discern. I'm living from my highest truth as my higher self, because all of those lessons, bing, 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 from whatever vibrational reality it was learned from, that you can say, no, I'm standing in my power now. My environment outside me does not change me. I change it, because I choose to live in light and love and oneness and not being taken advantage of or taken for a ride or taken from or thwarted in any way, vibrationally, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually. Because I know how to speak to my field. I know how to honor my field. I know how to navigate my field. I know how to navigate creational reality. And I live from this space of love and benevolence and confidence and clarity, from the inner and the outer, from the up and the below. We are all that is in light. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. So why play small, dear lighted ones? And continue to live in your truth of light. Continue. In the spiral of now, call forward those energies so that you can try and master once again and practice compassion and practice forgiveness and practice standing in your light and standing in your truth, for you shall not be thwarted, for your story is your story. And again, you affect the environment, you infuse the light, you bring the heavens forward through you. And as you do so, you set the example and you just shine and you just bring light. And for all of creation has been forever changed. For you are known by your light. Or if you are not shining your light, how can creation find you for all the blessings that are meant for you? So allow the culminations of all of your realities to be a blessing and a gift. You have earned it. You have worked for it. Every soul lifetime, every soul is a gift. Every soul has a song. Thank you, Spirit. And so we wanted to take part in this experience right now to know that every morning and every evening, set the intentions for who you are and the body and the cells of who you are to act and live in harmony and unison, for it is your body and is your cells that move through the integration and the processing of light. How may you maintain your bodies? How may you take breaks throughout your day to nourish your bodies in those vibrational ways that it needs of you and asks of you, so that you're able to tap into those experiences in the higher vibrational quotients that are coming to you, being offered and already sitting in your field. For we see many of you sitting here now that have access to these light packets that are in your field. And oftentimes continuing the same stagnant routines does not allow that light to come forward. And so you say, how do I do that? How do I access that light that is already here with me, and it is already God, and it's already creatorhood, and I am an ever-changing being of this new reality. I'm an ever-changing being of what is potential for me. There is always light gifted, dear ones. There's always help offered, dear ones. Always. Thank you, dear ones. Thank you, are the sisters of the Pleiades. Thank you, dear ones. Thank you. Thank you, Holy Mother and Father and the Holy Creators. I'm thanking you for all of your help. Thank you, Spirit. I'm always with you, and I'm so honored of you. Thank you, ancestors, my ancestors of light. I pay great homage to my ancestors, always my great ancestors. I walk with the most magnificent teams of light. I'm so grateful, ancestors. They've helped me so much in my travels and in my traversing, for me to come forward and speak the graciousness of the Holy Creator and the beauty and the access of all that is light. And so they're showing me right now, if for those that so desire, we have some beautiful new mantras, and these will be included in our 444 readings that are coming up the Sunday of the week before Christmas. And so whatever date that is, we'll have that posting down below, and feel free to send me your interest if that is the case. I have just a limited amount of slots. And so we wanted to go back. Ancestors, thank you. I love you. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you. Thank you. The creators. Thank you, 12th dimensional creators. Thank you. We are serving you in light today. Thank you. And we are offering ourselves in this precious moment for all of you to enjoy these glad tidings and the seasons that you come and gather with one another, and allowing yourselves to know that all is purposeful and all is in divine joy and celebration of your journeys together. For in your journeys together, you allow one another to soften, and you allow one another to come to the highest potential of who you are all, in seeing one another as changing and evolving beings. And just know that there will always be an opportunity to offer goodwill and good tidings. And for this, we'll always come back to you and allow yourself to be a part of the glad tidings of all change upon earth. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, 12th dimensional creators. And we are so proud of you for offering yourself forward today, Joanna. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. I'm so grateful. For you are a blessed conduit on this planet, dear lighted ones. And we want to allow those that so desire the expression of the conduit. This is really weird what they're showing me. Thank you, creators. This is really weird. I can't explain what they're showing me. The 12th dimensional creators are very, very sweet and beautiful people that have been with me since my birth, of course. Duh. And they are a collective of beings of the Holy Light programs, through which we create timelines together through various programs of the Holy Creator, Mother and Father, and the intentions of the grander programs of light. I'm so grateful for you, the Holy Creators, and they've helped me so very much in clearing much of the densities and the blockages of my chakras through many of the traumas that were created the past couple of years. And they're showing me that we just had a recent conversation. That's why they're coming through to spread seeds of joy and love on our recent conversation. They're showing me as this conduit sitting here in this beautiful vessel of light that I am, that all of you are. And when you're opening to these gifts that, again, we don't have names for, again, we are trying to use the words that are best fitting for our multidimensional now, not space-time, our multidimensional now, quasi-physical, as if all energies, all essences of love and light are living through you in all moments. The more you practice the harmonization of who you are as light, the more you practice the essence of God and the essence of all things as light, the love of light, the song of light, the harmony of light, the essence of light. You're hearing the ringing of constant sound of creation working with you. These are the multidimensional gifts that will be activated, and why you must nourish and keep your bodies and keep your experiences and your circle in ways that nourish your multidimensional heightening of the gifts that you are. And so they showed me this vessel of me as light with this beautiful voice of the heavens, this beautiful face of the heavens speaking through me. And it was like this white light that comes out, and there was a big, huge face that was the representation of all of the creators, because it's a collective consciousness. They're 12th dimensional. They don't have bodies. But they do this to veil their understanding of how we, as physical humans, our brains need these experience of symbols and symbologies to process who we are as a multidimensional experience. And so they're saying that vision of me in what I'm doing so that you understand as a channel, as a conduit. Now we're going back to channel. Thank you, creators. Thank you, creators. I just had to give you that visual to go along with the story of how I'm channeling and who they are. Thank you, Spirit. Yes, we are the creators. Thank you, dear lighted ones. Thank you. And we wanted to give this expose. We wanted to give you this dynamic, colorful picture of the conduit and how she senses her world in all that she is, and how these gifts are so very prevalent to many of you that will be awakening into who you are as spirit, allowing yourself to be the vessel of spirit and speak that of spirit and the tongue of spirit and all that you so wish and choose. For why wouldn't you want to dance and sing in new, exuberant ways? How may you see your reality as exuberant? How may you just surrender all that you are to spirit and walk in this way without fear, without compromise, or without apology of who you are for the sacred gifts that you hold? Dear lighted ones, without apology, you are meant to live in this grand experience of who you are as the vessel of light. And if you never surrender to who you are as spirit, how may you experience yourself as spirit? So fear not, without apology. Be who you are in gentle joy. Be who you are in the beauty of who you are, dear lighted ones. This is a time where you just allow yourselves to be free in being of joy. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, Spirit of Creators. Thank you, creators. And so they wanted to bring us forward. So they're wanting to come forward and not be talk third party. Thank you, Spirit. And so, yes, we are the creators to allow you this colorful, dynamic experience and expression of how the conduit in and of herself has gone through so many challenging times as her bodies and her fields are exponentially expanding to sense energies that are beyond what most and many can comprehend. And this has caused her bodies and systems great trauma, through which energies have infused senses of deprivation or lack. So she has had to, with many of us, great reorganizing and great restructuring of the inner and outer world so that she is able to be the conduit of light. And the conduit is what you call the translator of Christ consciousness in the many ways that it appears on your planet, within and without, and above and below. So they are showing me, I'm trying not to talk third party, these are the creators. Sorry, Spirit. I'm just, give them the expression of what you're showing me right now through the Christ consciousness and the Mother and the Father, to give them a visual. And so we are showing you that the visual, Joanna would like us to show you this visual of the Christ consciousness. For many of you are unaware, and we asked often, what is the Christ consciousness? The Christ consciousness is your availability to all that is multidimensional on all realms and all ways, and it's held within all that is life, if you so choose to tap into what is Christ consciousness. So they're showing me the planet, and the planet has many aspects of Christ consciousness, and those of us that speak with Gaia and have Gaia speak in many ways, that we connect with nature and the fairies and the realms and the elementals, the biosphere that holds the Christ consciousness programs through the creators of all that we are, the elemental creators of life and programs, beginning with sacred sound and tone and harmonics of life. Thank you. And so they're showing me the planet and how the codes of Christ and how the operator of who I am as light, co-creating in a multidimensional fluid expression of light. Thank you, Holy Spirit. I'm just letting everything flow right now. And I would love, thank you, Creator. I'm so grateful. I love you, Creator. They're saying, this is new for Joanna. This is new for Joanna. Thank you. There's a lot of beings that are talking through me, and the creators and Mother and Father are showing me how diverse my channeling skills are and how important it is for me over this next little while to continue to refine and purify, as well as refine and work with the gifts of the channeling of the Holy Christ and be the conduit of the many offerings that we can all channel if we so desire. Thank you, Holy Spirit. And my gifts are so very blessed. Thank you. There was a whole bunch we missed there because I couldn't put it into words while the creators were speaking through me. We will get it, dear. Thank you. We're always speaking with you and through you. Even when you are speaking with your friends, we are speaking with you, for we are always present within you, and we always activate our wholeness within you. And as you walk along, they're showing me just this sphere of activation, as we walk along the planet, we are picking up codes and energies, and why it's so important for you to remain in your center so that you are not taking on the energies of those within the creation, those within the crowds and the beings around you, and you don't take them on as yours. Why it is important for you to be one with your body and the Holy Creator within you so that you know who you are, know your light, stand in your light, radiate your light, radiate your plan, radiate your intentions, radiate your joy. That is what you shall receive. Presence of light, presence of joy. When will you be joyful? When will you be joyful? When will you say, it is time to focus on happiness? I can choose to focus on happiness. I can choose to create the portal of happiness through which these gifts will be activated. And I will see and sense and feel and know and behave in such ways that spirit is. For spirit is. As you heal thy name, you become that which is spirit. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, Greater. And that was a gift to a very special friend of mine. And many of you know him, Daniel Scranton. And so the creators wanted to send a special light language gift to him for his much divine help for our family of light on the planet, to help co-create in the accentuation of light and light language. And so we love you and we honor you for all that you brought to planet Earth. Thank you, Daniel. The beautiful exploration of light. I'm so grateful and honored to be a part of this exploration with all many earthlings that we will co-create with and without. And we're sending you packets of light and love, dear lighted ones, and we rainbow you always. We're calling in any other being that would like to close this energy off. We're thanking you of all the creators of light. Thank you, Holy Mother, Father. Thank you. And we each send you special gifts of love and light, dear lighted ones. Thank you. I'm saying Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. We're going to do just a quick little sound healing, and then we're going to do a mantra card, and then we're going to do a beautiful sacred card. So what's really important is just the 5 minutes a couple of times a day, just to sit with just sacred prayers and sacred centering, just to call in those energies and just remind yourself and affirm to yourself that you are a new body, that you are on a new experience of now, that you're on a new spiral of now, harmonizing new parts of you, new aspects of you. Anything that comes forward, just accept it into your wholeness and release it, and then choose a new state of becoming, a new state of centering, and a new state of potential, where you're the only one that can carve your life and have it become what you wish it through vibration. All is vibration, universal laws, the natural flow of the universe, and nothing else is needed. Just you living in your center and living in your presence and peace. No outside tool is ever needed for you to manifest anything in your wildest dreams. There isn't. You may use the assistance of Gaia energy to assist in clearing and healing, of course, yes. And your planet is a remarkable healing tool that we all use, and many of our future healings will be a part of that exploration experience. But you do not require anything outside of you or intentions outside of you besides just loving the purity of who you are, honoring the purity of who you are, and your vibration will call in what is needed. And you will also be inspired through your highest gifts and your knowing and your higher soul purpose as to how, what, and in what way you're meant to move about your life with spirit. Oh wow, these are beautiful. I just had to where they start. Appreciating my soul progress creates confidence and excitement to embrace new challenges and expand my spiritual horizons. I'm going to say that really slow and then I'll show you the card. Appreciating my soul progress creates confidence and excitement to embrace the new challenges and expanding of my spiritual horizons. And so that would go hand in hand with the summation. I think we're in a new moon eclipse or something right now. So right now would be a perfect time over the next 3 days to really do a summation about how you got to where you are right now, what choices can be changed and shifted, what belief systems need to be removed, sent away, surrendered to the now vibration of you being as infinite. Begin at infinite always. New perspectives. How may I hold the perspective that all is the new spiral of my new co-creative sacred geometry? I can call in new sacred geometry. I can call in new colors. I can call in new beings to co-create with them. So they're blessing. Thank you, Spirit. Gaia always speaking with me. Thank you, Spirit, wanting to be included. Thank you, Spirit. And being appreciative of it all. So take 5 minutes, 3 times a day, and just focus on gratitude and receiving. Gratitude and becoming more of who you are. Gratitude and honoring the fullness of who you are. And knowing that you always have help and beings that will assist you through any challenging or tough times. And that's much of the reasons why I went through what I did, is so that I can be a part of that compassionate oneness, to know that you can move through anything. You can move through the challenges and the strifes as stepping stones to becoming more full and expanded in the light that you carry. Look at that gorgeous color. It's so gorgeous. Oh, that makes me so happy. That makes me so happy. I enter the sacred solar mandala, receiving the 9 rays of the blessings, bathing my entire multidimensional being in divine radiance. I enter the sacred solar mandala, receiving the 9 rays of blessing, bathing my entire multidimensional being in the divine radiance. So we're always being bathed in divine radiance. And just imagine this beautiful color just bathing all parts of you. And just bathing and just bathing. And use the mandalas to work with as you do crystals, right? Use what Gaia offers us and what Gaia provides us as the sacred elements of focus and intention and receiving. Crystals are great receptors, and for us to work with them in honor and gratitude, always honor and gratitude for all that we're offered with Gaia. For it is always the pure heart that is rich in service, always the pure heart that is rich in receiving. It's always the pure heart that is rich in spirit. And that comes through the purity of who you are and the purity of honoring who you are and loving who you are as the sacred gift. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. And these are astral realms. I have my box for this one. Oh yeah, this is Alana Fairchild, her mandala set. I love Alana Fairchild. So we're so grateful. Thank you. And we'll put the offering for the week before Christmas down in the links below. We thank you so much. So share and spread our videos for Ascension and 5D living and lifestyle. We're so grateful for you to be a part of our path. And I'm so excited. I have started my 4th book. That's why we're starting 444. And I started my 4th book. So we're so excited. It will be a channeled book. I noticed yesterday as I was trying to write I didn't try to write my book, I just sat down and I just started. And so, which is what they wanted me to do, because it's all channeled. It will be channeled. I just seem to write better if I don't get involved. just let the energy flow, and I'm just typing as fast as I can. So this one is Introspection, and so the crystal for this is fluorite, and the celestial alignment is Asterion, so it gives a celestial perspective of where the introspection is, and fluorite. And so most fluorite is very highly used in healing because it allows for the highest cleansing energies. You can do point crystal healing. Anybody that would like to connect with me for a vibrational or activational healing. I also do activational glyphs and art. I do vocational coaching sessions, intuitive readings that are lengthy. And we also are offering the 444 over the seasonal holidays for those that cannot afford the full sessions with me. So I always offer my services at a reduced price for those that want to connect with the guides in the Most High and moving through vibrational blocks and series of light transactions. Thank you, Spirit. And so introspection is your ability to just go within and allow yourselves to be a part of the harmony of all that is harmonizing, whether it's someone before you or an experience or something you're trying to move beyond and transform, or forgive and let go, or call in and integrate, or call in and co-create. Whatever it is, you can do any moments throughout your day of divine introspection so that you may see from the center of who you are, the pillar of who you are, to come forward with the highest benevolence, movement, choice, offering of who you are to creation for the highest good, and honoring who we are as creators of the highest good. Not to get lost in the vibrations of the environment, not to get lost and taken away with the intentions or the wills of others, because as we're moving through ascension and awakening, as many of you have experienced and co-created, our planet will be healing from a global and collective virus, and we can see and we can intend our planet being fully healed, and we will have full capabilities to travel where and when and how we want. Our bodies will be fully higher in vibrational light, therefore we will not be accepting or creating and co-creating diseases. And we will allow ourselves the highest capacity to stand within our own inner clarity, inner confidence, and inner co-creation, which is what we're here to create. And remember, that is sovereignty. That is living in the Christ consciousness, our highest vibration of multidimensional sacred geometry, living from the center. And that is the Sacred Trinity, the sacred geometry of who you are. The Sacred Trinity is, again, as we've always said, is your oneness of who you are within the soul of yourself, living as the soul, calling your ancestors, so grateful ancestors, living as all of your ancestors, that all of your gifts that are coming forward, as the creators were showing me, they are a part of my soul group. And so as I'm calling up my soul, they come through me and they speak with me. So that is a part of my acceptance, my acknowledgement of who I am, and incorporating all of my gifts so that I can offer who I am for the highest and the greatest benevolence of the holy creators through these light programs that we are shifting to and from, and allowing ourselves to be a part of this new spirited human experience. For we are the beautiful movement, and through Joanna, we speak through you and we offer you many glad tidings of the rainbow frequencies of who we are as light. And we all rainbow you. Thank you, Holy Spirit. And we rainbow you too, the holy creators. We offer our hearts of love and light too, in the most vibrant colors of who we are as spirit becoming one. Thank you, Holy Light. We're thanking you in the beautiful divine creators. Just let me ground. I think the Arcturians would like to come in. They're my beautiful, beautiful co-participants, and that they're always with me, always with me. They're like my beautiful guardians, the creators. Thank you, creators. I always love you. Thank you. And I remember all of my beautiful time with you, creators. Thank you. They're just showing me visions of my childhood. Thank you. Many realms of co-creation with the creators that we're on right now. Thank you, Spirit. Yes, we are 9th and 10th dimensional Arcturians. Thank you for coming through and allowing us to be a part of this co-creation today. And we're so happy that you are allowing yourselves to soak and expand within higher vibrational frequencies. Often as we speak with you, it's always about vibration, honoring vibration and allowing yourself to pay attention to vibration and how you feel. And we understand that as you release old stories, it can be very challenging and difficult not to get stuck within the vibration of any particular story, but simply let it go. Let the threads of the stories go and find a new vibration, align with a new vibration, level up to a new vibration, allow yourself to feel at peace. Ayan na nakadagay na education siya na nakadagay na education siya na nakadagay na na ay siya na nakadagay na nakadagay siya na nakadagay ayan na siya na nakadagay siya na bayan na siya na nakadagay Ai shishiaya deke. My shishi. Ai kitike shishiaya la kataka. Thank you, Spirit. I like it to get my education. I'm a education. So there's many Cassiopeians and many Starlings. I call them Starlings. Never called them Starlings before. I just did now. There's beings speaking through me right now. Starlings, meaning that there's many beings from other consciousness groups that in the collective that you're all melding with right now. So it's just a consciousness meld through the Arcturians, bring them through the multidimensional hybrid energies or beings that speak through the consciousness of the Arcturians. Thank you. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Thank you, Arcturians, for allowing me to be this vessel for this hybrid experience. Thank you. I'm so grateful. Starlings, thank you for that. They're wanting me to express to you that those are the energies that your souls and your higher selves in your fields, each and every one of you, when I say your, I mean you're the ones that are watching, and those that will be watching and listening future transactions of this exchange. There will be those that will be needing those codes and honoring those codes and having fun with those codes, for we are just like you in other dimensions and other forms and other frequencies, and we want to speak with you and be with you and honor you. And as you awaken to your gifts of hearing, and as you awaken to your gifts of becoming those starlings of light, you will allow us to speak with you in greater ways so that you may hear our voices of love, and in your own way and in your own uniqueness you may express this through who you are as light. For each and every one of you have a unique language of light. Each and every one of you have a unique being of light, and you are meant to express it fully and completely without apology. For we are you. We are you. And they're just showing me little threads of light like this, threads of light from that are coming from dimensions. Thank you, Spirit. And they're being directed. Thank you, Arcturians, by the Arcturians. Thank you, Arcturians. Thank you. I'm so grateful, Arcturians. I love you so much. I love you so much. We love you too. Thank you. We love you too, dear. We're thanking you for this multidimensional expression of light language and multidimensional communications of your co-partners and your starlings of light family that are with you at all times. Thank you. Vibrations of gratitude and appreciation for all those beings that are coming forward to speak from them through us, so that we always know that we are always aligned with. I'm so grateful. I love you. Always aligned with love and light. And we would be surprised at how many beings are around us at all moments and all times. So play, dear lighter ones. Play. I create that light. I'm so grateful. Thank you, Spirit. I get so excited because it's been such a lonely path for me on this timeline experience to open up to all of these frequencies that are so loving and so kind and so unconditional. They just want to be with us and start co-creating 5D Earth and release those patterns and routines that keep us so stagnant and feeling that we're separated. Because the commonality of all humans that we belong, the commonality of all that we are as humans, is that we all come from the same birthplace of the Holy Creator. We all come from many, many planets. We all come from many extensions of who we are as Source Light. And we allow ourselves to experience many different bodies and forms so that we see ourselves from many different perspectives, to heal the wounds and to heal the shadows of all that we have ever been, so that we may turn on our own heart light and be the starlings of all light, forms across all threads and all dimensions and all times and all realms. For each and every one of you are always light, and oftentimes you forget that because you get soaked within the environment that keeps showing you how lack and limited you are and how much power you give away. And that is okay. That is the game. But in any moment in time, you can breathe and allow yourself to be a part of a grander story and party and celebration. And without apology, celebrate, dear lighted ones. Celebrate. Thank you, dear lighted ones. We're so grateful. I'm so grateful, Spirit. Then we're going to do one of our star cards, and then we're going to go. Anybody that would like to get in touch with me, please feel free to connect with the links below. Hit like and subscribe, which I never say. I never say those things. They're wanting me to be more proactive with my self-marketing. Joanna. I like to be kind of a person that works in the background. You know, I like to be that experience, but they're saying that this lifetime is where I'm meant to be self-marketing and self-promoting and not apologetic of any of it, because I do have many great gifts, and I'm meant to fall in love with it and be in love with it and be in love with this new version of me, because it's meant to be shown to all those children that feel as if they don't fit and they don't feel as if they're being understood or heard, when they have many of very similar gifts that I do, and they come in ways as multidimensional communicators and receptors, so that the world can see that there is far more going on that has ever been discovered or honored, and we're meant to fall in love with who we are, and we're meant to present ourselves in gratitude, benevolent and honoring and confident ways, that we never ever be apologetic for who we are as the expression of Spirit. For these are the gifts that Spirit has blessed us, and they are great gifts of honoring. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for that beautiful channel. From the higher self and the soul of all that I am so very grateful in the many gifts that I have, and to bring forward without apology and with appreciation for the grand soul that my journeys have always been. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. I honor you as I'm so grateful. Oh, how wonderful. And this is the called card. And this is soul gifts and training. It's time to step up and level up. So we just talked about that earlier. How may you understand that in your leveling up and walking through this portal, it's your responsibility to choose how you're going to honor your light, how you're going to take greater breaks throughout your day to incorporate new versions of calling in light and interacting with light. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. They're showing me one of you on a lunch break, and you're communicating with Gaia, and you're communicating with the angels and the ancestors and the fairies and the gnomes to begin that harmonization of your calling in those energies of this new now moment, because you're saying, I'm ready to call in this new experience. I'm going to walk through that portal. It's up to me. Remember, the elevator is always offered, but it's up to us to walk through and press the button. So how are we being called to level up? How are we being called to harmonize that greater light? How are we being called to incorporate and call in those moments where we want to practice our greater mastery gifts? How is it that we want to appreciate those in our collective that have been so integral in our part of our journeys of acceleration and ascension and evolution? And how can we know that all moments is this harmonization of this letting go of space-time and creating the new now moment for a new harmonization of our fullness and our highest and our best? It's always the harmonization of new soul moments. So many fragments that we're harmonizing, so much that we're doing at a vibrational level. It's incredible. And so we offer you great sacredness and great love. And we show you the beautiful blessing of the ancestors that wish you great luck on your journey. Tickle, tickle, tickle. Rainbow tickles. And we love you, dear lighted ones. Our donation link is below. And we'll put down the information about the 444. And we honor you greatly, and we rainbow each and every one of you. We love you so much. Thank you so much, dear lighted ones. And we rainbow you. Bye.